We're back with Lee Terbosic, comedic magician. And our last segment, we were finished up talking about some of the things you've been doing lately out in L.A., working with the Pat Tillman Foundation. Tell us more about that, Lee.
Well, actually, when I was out there, when I go out to L.A., I often hit the Magic Castle, which is a legendary place for magicians. It's in Hollywood. So I obviously always go out to the castle just to hang, see some friends. But back to the Tillman event, you know.
Just real quick, the Tillman Foundation, because I think this is important. What does it do? What's the purpose of the Tillman Foundation?
My understanding is that it raises money for, I believe it's the college tuitions of kids that had parents that might have been killed in action. And
gotcha.
There's a couple different. I was reading it, and there was a couple different.
Avenues
that the money was funded. It also went there. They had like scholarships for people that were already in service to help them get education when using the GI Bill, but also another scholarship to help with some of the.
And the reason why we do a lot of charity events. Three Rivers, my company. I know you've. I mean, you're always at the events that we're doing, always giving back. And sometimes I think it's important for people to really understand
where the money goes.
Yeah, where the money goes and what it's all about. So you were saying, so you're out at the foundation event.
Yeah, the Tillman event was cool. And then the other really cool celebrity that I got to perform for, it was kind of a rare opportunity. He happened to walk to the door, did a couple photo ops, and he sat down with his family. And I thought in my mind, there's not really going to be any other opportunity, that I'm ever going to have for me to go up and meet these people and really dazzle them. So I took it. I went up, introduced myself, told them who I was, did some really cool, strong stuff for them. And I kind of wanted to leave them alone because, pretty big name. I'll tell you who it is in a second.
Little reverse Heisman, little push away.
Yeah. So I didn't want to bother them too much. But as I was saying my goodbye, thanks for having me, he grabbed me and said, wait. Keep going. And okay, cool, so I did a little bit more, but it happened to be Gene Simmons of Kiss, and along with his family, Shannon Tweed and his son Nick Simmons. And what happened was he actually said, hey, did you see those people on the other side of the room? Because some of the band members actually walked in. And no, I haven't. So he actually walked
band members from Kiss?
No, not from Kiss, but they were the backup guys for the show that night.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
And so he walked me over and introduced me to these people and was like, hey, you got to watch this guy. You got to see some of this. And he was actually calling out for certain things that he wanted me to do for them. And all the while, I'm thinking, wow. Gene Simmons is my opener,
he's a big guy.
He's very,
he's a big
dude,
like
6'5".
Right?
You should see his son. His son is like 6'10".
Wow.
He's 6. Yeah, very skinny kid, but he's like big.
Because the
super
wife,
tall,
who used to be a model.
She was a model. Yeah, a model.
She's a tall gal.
An actress as well.
She's an actress. Yeah, she's like 6'3". She's right around 6'3", I think. Gene Simmons is probably 6'5", 6'6". And the kid is, very tall.
Yeah,
but
he took both genes.
The really cool part about the thing is that during the whole performance for them and some of the other band members and the family, Gene actually pulled me aside and said, "Hey, would you mind doing a little bit more for me and my family?" And I said, "Okay." He goes, "Well, we're gonna film it." And okay. He goes, just do all the same stuff you just did.
You can be on his show?
And, well, that's the thing. They were actually filming for the Family Jewels show.
Nice. So he basically set you up on...
He wanted to put me in the show. Well, he tried, I guess. He brought the cameras in. And I even asked Gene, I said, you've already seen a lot of the material. The reactions aren't going to be the same. They're not going to be real. And he said, oh, no. Don't worry. I'll fake it. I'll sell it, man. I'll sell it. So
he is a marketer.
He is a true marketer. He knows what he's doing. He's seen what he liked, and tried to get it in.
Lee, let's talk real quick for listeners that think they have a talent or do have a talent and develop their talent, and now want to turn that talent into a business. How would
That's tricky.
That's a real magic, right?
There's not many people that can do it, but the people that do it, that you can be very successful at. Entertainment the entertainment business is it's a booming industry. Show business always breaks down to two words. You got to have the show, but you always have to have the business background. I personally attended Robert Morris University. I have a degree in marketing, so knowing that I had a talent early on and that I wanted to pursue it as much as I could, I went. When I chose, some people wouldn't choose to go to college. I chose to go to college just for the simple fact that at the end of the day, if I were to, God forbid, break a finger or, have something happen to me, I want to have a backup plan. And that's why I went to school, and everything I learned in school, I took all these marketing classes, and I applied them directly to what I was trying to do, was to trying to be a professional entertainer in this country and make my living, dazzling audiences from coast to coast.
So how'd you start? How'd you become who you are? Because you didn't go from hey, I want to do this to performing for Gene Simmons on Family Jewels.
I know. I found out early on that I did have a knack for performing, and I always thought one of the hardest things most people would say is public speaking.
Yeah.
I've never had a problem with public speaking. I was
getting in front of groups.
Yeah. I never had a problem. I get paid by companies to come in and perform for people I've never met before. It's easy for me to approach people or be on stage. That just came normal to me. So I never had that fear, and being that I was fearless in that right. And I wanted to show people this, these talents and these really cool effects and blow people's minds and make people laugh. So having that in my pocket made it really easy to just keep it going.
All right, hold that thought. We're going to come back because I want you to talk about how you went from, you've been doing magic since you were 12. We talked about that. You went to college, but how did you get to the point where it's actually
make it profitable?
Yeah, make it profitable, and you're actually living.
Okay.
We're gonna touch on that, and then we're gonna shoot and start looking at. Some of your wares.
We can do a few things.
Yeah, we're going to do a couple things. But check out Lee. Check out his videos. We're going to come right back, and we're going to talk about how we do the conversion. One thing I do want to plug, though, is coming up November 24th at the Sheraton in Station Square, Pittsburgh.
Turkey Eve Comedy Jam.
With my
good friend Jimmy Crenn. And
Jim Crenn.
There's the lineup it's pretty much every major headliner in Pittsburgh.
Show starts at 8.
Sheraton Station Square.
But you better get down there probably early, get a couple pops, have a good time.
You're gonna want to get tickets though online because it'll sell out.
And where you want to get those tickets is go to the talentnetwork.com. Talent Network out of Pittsburgh.
Talent Network. I think it's inc.com.
Yeah,
I think is the correct web address.
Well, if they Google Talent Network in Pittsburgh,
you'll find it.
All right, we're gonna come right back with Lee.